Hey, today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about homeowners insurance. So I brought Meryl Langley from Country Financial in, and she's going to answer a couple of our questions. One of the things we hear a lot of time with homeowners insurance is guaranteed replacement costs or a set number. What do you think about that? What do you do on that?
I like to have guaranteed replacement costs. That's what Country offers, because if there is a disaster and everyone's trying to rebuild their home, price is going to go up. So you have your liability limits on your declaration pages, and most companies will only cover up to those limits. Now, with Country, it's a little different.
Well, how are you a little different?
So what we do is unlimited replacement costs. So if your home is valued on the policy at $250,000 and it costs $300,000 to rebuild, we're not going to make you pay the $50,000 out of pocket. We will take care of that.
So we were asking about this earlier. How do you know what the value of the home is? So you go away, you said, okay, my house is worth $250,000. How do you know that? How do you know what it had? So how do you know what you're replacing?
So it's up, the agent needs to do their research. They're going to go online and look at everything that you've had. If you have anything special, you need to make sure to tell your agent. If you do any big remodel or anything and you're raising the price of the home, you need to also let your agent know that as well.
So, talking about homeowners insurance and replacement costs, I've heard of people going through and doing a videotape of their house. Is that worthwhile to do, or is it kind of a waste?
I think it's a great idea. I also recommend on top of that opening drawers and going in your closet and taking pictures and storing that like a little
zip drive?
Zip drive, yeah. And storing that at the place of like where you work so that it's not in your home, and then you can send that to your agent.
And then so in typical insurance, it doesn't just cover your house so it burns down. There's some other like medical and liability. And what do you see? What's that for? What's it covered? Is the standard amount right, or should you increase it, or what's your thoughts on that?
I always recommend at least $500,000. At Country, we do $1 million, just because you are responsible for anything that happens at your house. So your dog gets out and bites somebody, you might be held liable for that, and that's what your liability limits are going to cover. If you leave tools out and a neighbor trips and falls on the sidewalk because of your tools, you're also held liable for that. So those liability limits, they're going to cover medical costs. They're also going to cover your court costs and any damage that you do to anybody else.
Okay. So you deal with a lot of people. What's the biggest mistake you see people doing with their homeowners insurance?
I would say most people are just so fixated on price that they're not looking at the coverage that they're getting. So those liability limits, the replacement cost, anything like that, that's what we're looking at to see. And people will go after anything they can. So you want to be able to protect, if you get in a car accident, you want to be able to protect your home, protect your business, protect any assets that you have so that they can't take those away from you.
So just going online, getting the cheapest quote doesn't necessarily get you what you really need, because when you need insurance, you are really glad you have insurance and you're insured against that.
Correct.
Any other big mistakes you see out there people make?
Mostly price.
Just shopping for prices.
Shopping for price, and I think that it's also nice to have a local agent. I think when you're calling, other companies and you're calling a 1-800 number in a time of loss, I think that can be really stressful on you. So to have somebody that you can call right away that's in town that can be there on the scene if they need to be, that's huge.
Okay, good. Well, I'll go ahead and include Meryl's contact information in this video. If you have any questions, please reach out to Meryl or myself. Thank you.
Thank you.